Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. So today I want to show you all the Hoyas that I have in my collection since I've acquired a lot of Hoyas now. So I want to make this video all about Hoyas. So if you really like Hoyas, then you will really enjoy this video. So I'm going to start off with this top shelf here. So the first one I have is the Hoya Mathilde. And I really like this Hoya because the leaves looks like they're in coin shape, and you can see it has loads of splashes as well. So this one is actually a very fast grower. So it's really pretty, this one. And I also like to have maybe the Hoya serpents later on. I know that with the Hoya serpents, that one's kind of a bit finicky, but that one has like a more smaller coin-shaped leaves. And I believe that the leaves are very fuzzy as well. So I might give that one a try as well. And hopefully it will grow nice like the Mathilde, but this one is actually a very fast grower. So the one I have beside it is the Hoya Crimson Princess. So this one is my favorite one because of the variegations, the cream and the green and the pink stems. So this one's a really pretty Hoya, and I've just given her a big pot because it's just grown really well for me this summer. So it's really pretty, this one. And then moving on to this shelf here is the Hoya Crinkle 8. And this one, the leaves look like they have abs, and you can see they have a bit of speckle onto the leaves as well. So this is also another unusual Hoya. And the one beside it is the Hoya Obovata. So this is the variegated one, where the leaves are green and in the middle is kind of cream. So this was a 3-leaf cutting when I got it. So it has given me 3 leaves this summer, and this is the biggest leaf. It doesn't really have much of the variegations, but you can see that has a lot of splashes, and the other ones has like more variegations. So this is the Hoya Obovata. So I got this on Facebook Marketplace. And then moving on to this shelf here is the Hoya Bertonia Variegated. And this one has green leaves, and it kind of has like a limey green in the middle. So it's also a very pretty one. And this one I actually purchased in a garden center. It's really pretty. Some of the leaves are like darker green and it's more lime in the middle. So there's all like different shades of green. And then the one here beside it is the Hoya Germany Paolau. So when I saw this, it was a 2-leaf cutting. So when I saw this, it was just like really beautiful, and I knew I had to have it. So I got this on Instagram seller. So it came as a 2-leaf and has given me 3 leaves. So this is the newest leaf. Hasn't hardened off yet, so it might be still growing. So it did take a long time to grow this one. And then the previous leaf is here at the back. So yeah, so this is the previous leaf. So you can see the veining on the leaves. It just looks so beautiful. Really pretty. And then moving on to here is the Hoya compacta. So this is just a regular one, and has like grown a lot this summer, and you can see it has like 2 leaves coming out as well. So I just hope that there'll be more leaves growing all these empty spaces. I usually spray with orchid spray, so that just to wake up the leaves to grow. So this is the normal one, and I do want to get the other one is called the Hoya Maolau, I think it's called. So that one has like 2 green variegations on it, and that one's really pretty. So hopefully I'll find that one day. I find with the Hoya compactas, they're like very rare to come by, and the green one is more popular now. And then the one beside it is the Hoya Persica Black Margin. And it looks like they have like spade leaves, spade shade leaves, and it's just really green. But I just noticed with the new growth, the new leaves, they don't really have the veining on the leaves. It's just kind of like pure green with speckles on it, but it's still pretty. So all these is just like older leaves, but you can see more of the veining on the leaves. And then moving on to here is the Hoya Crimson Queen, and I'm really sad about this one because this was actually a very full plant, and I had a small one, and then I bought another one in a nursery, and I just kind of combined it together so that would make like a more fuller basket. But then I noticed that in 2 weeks it got infested by mealybugs, so I had to clean it down with disinfectant spray, and I left it 30 minutes and I kind of rinsed off, and it was okay. But then I noticed in a week's time, a week and a half, I got another infestation of mealybugs. So I just kind of took all the Hoya out of the pot and just kind of like put in soapy water with some disinfectant. So I just kind of like soaked it, give it a good soak and a good wipe down. And see all these stems here, that's where all the mealybugs like to get between all these little stems. So like they're very hard to clean. So this is all I have left, and I have quarantined this plant about nearly a month now, and it seems to be okay. So hopefully next summer I will get more leaves and new growth, and it will become a lush plant again. So I was really sad about that because this is actually one of my favorites because of the green leaves and then the cream color. So this one and my Hoya Princess, those two are actually like my top Hoyas. So I was really sad that this one got infested, but it seems to be okay now. Then moving on to this shelf over here. So this is the Hoya Nova Ghost. So it came as a 2-leaf cutting, which I got in Facebook Marketplace, and it has this kind of like a minty green to it. And this one had barely any roots when I got it, so I actually gave some rooting powder, and then I just kind of like put it into soil, and then I noticed like it grew a new leaf for me. So I realized that it's doing well. That's like really rooted in there now, but it doesn't look as I mean, it doesn't really look silvery yet, so maybe that will develop later on. And then the one here beside it is just I got this about a week ago, and it's the Hoya Rotunda. Hold on a second. It's called the Hoya Rotunda Flora. So that's what it's called, this one. This one is just unusual because it looks like it has like Shrek's ears, and you can see it has like a bit of fuzz to it as well. So hopefully this one will grow, give me new leaves as well. And then the one here beside it is the Hoya Mini Bell Splash, and this came as a 3-leaf cutting, and it was also didn't have any roots, so I also gave it rooting powder, and I noticed that has given me a new leaf. So this is the new leaf, and you can see it has so many splashes to it. And this one I find is just kind of like an ordinary Hoya because of the leaves, the thinning of the leaves, because usually all my Hoya leaves, they're like big or round or bigger, but this one is just kind of like long and thin and has splashes, so it's an unusual one. And then I noticed that it's grown another leaf, so this one is really doing well. So I just hope all these empty stems will just push out some leaves, because I just don't like all these bare roots. The stems here, so I usually spray with orchid spray, so hopefully all that stem will be covered in leaves. And then moving down to here, so this one is the Hoya Finisonii, and also from Facebook Market. So I joined it Facebook Marketplace because I wanted to sell some of my plants, and also want to see what people are selling. So I've been getting a lot of Hoyas there, and also on Instagram as well. One of the seller on Instagram, she grows her own Hoyas and she sells her cuttings, so I've been buying the Hoyas from her as well. And yeah, so that's the Hoya Finisonii. So it hasn't done anything yet, so I'm just hoping the stem will push out some leaves. And the one here beside it is the Hoya Crescipitalia. I apologize, I'm not pronouncing the Hoyas properly because I'm still kind of new to Hoyas, so some of them I'm not really familiar with. So I'm trying to pronounce them as good as I can. Yeah, so this is just the original version, and I just love the veining on the leaves of this one. So pretty. And then the one beside it here is the splash version. And I don't know why this one, the leaves are actually smaller. So sometimes when you get a cutting of someone, it depends what part of their Hoyas that they cut it from. So maybe this one is just the smaller leaves. So hopefully when I get new leaves, it will be bigger. So the splash one is also pretty too. And then here is the Hoya Deneki. So I saw this on Planned Parenthood. So when I saw this Hoya, I actually fell in love with it because it kind of has like heart shape leaves. And you can see all the veining as well on the leaves. And this one's actually really pretty. And I noticed the stem is actually a bit dry for some reason. So I kind of just sprayed some orchid spray. But I did like watered all my Hoyas yesterday as well. So yeah, so this is the Hoya Deneki, and it's so pretty. And I forgot to show you the leaf here on this one. So hopefully I'm not gonna damage the leaves when I'm showing you this. Yeah, so you can see the leaf on the bottom here. It looks like it has like a heart-shaped leaf. So this one is unusual. It's like a heart-shaped leaf type, if you can see it. So yeah, this one looks like a heart-shaped leaf, so it's kind of pretty. I noticed that yesterday when I was watering it. Yeah, so this is the, so it's another pretty leaf. And then moving on to the, over here, the one on top. Start here first. So this is the Hoya Stardust, and I just love this one. So this one, I think I think I got about 6 leaves on this one. So this is one of the Instagram seller that I bought it from. So I have sold about 4 leaves on this plant because it is a fast grower, and I just love this one here. It has so many splashes to it. It's so beautiful. So it has given me so many leaves. So each leaf is just very different. As you can see, some of them are like half and half, but this one is just like covered in splashes. It's just so pretty. So you can kind of see bottom here is giving me another new leaf as well. So this is the previous leaf. It's not that big yet, and this is a smaller leaf. So it's really, really pretty. So in the summer, this summer, like all my Hoya has been giving me new leaves. So we are into the colder months now, so the growth will be slowing down a bit. Yeah, so this one here is the I actually wrote all the names of the Hoyas that I'm not familiar with so that I can tell you what they are. So this one is the Hoya Philosacaudan. So that's the, and you can see this one as well. It's also a pretty leaf, the veining. So this one actually gave me 4 new leaves, and I have sold 2 leaves to each buyer. So this one's also a very fast grower, and you can see here it's actually giving me another leaf. It's just grown at a weird angle where it is because I want the new leaves to grow where the stem is here, but instead like they're just finding in these weird places to grow the new leaves. But hopefully it's not going to damage it when the new leaves pushes out. And then this one here is a new one that I got purchased a few days ago. So this is the Hoya Finisonii. So there's so many different types of Hoya Finisonii, but when I saw this on Facebook Marketplace, I just was so overwhelmed of the leaves. I mean how big they are as well, and the veining on the leaves. And I saw her mother plant as well. Her mother plant, their leaves are even longer, but I'm really happy with this size of leaves. So this back here is the smallest leaf, but these 2 leaves here at the front is just really, really pretty. And it's so pretty, all this veining leaves. So I'm really into all these kind of like mystic dragon look crocodile look Hoya leaves now, because they're just so interesting and so beautiful. The one back here is the Hoya Chelsea. So this came as a 2-leaf cutting, and it looks like it has heart shape, and it has given me, so all this new growth here is all new leaves, but they're all just doesn't look that big for some reason. So, and this one looks a bit deformed, the last leaf that came out, I don't know why. Yeah, so the other leaves are look smaller, so hopefully the leaves will become bigger again. Yeah, so this is the Hoya Chelsea. It's also another pretty one. And then moving down here, this one is called the Hoya Variegata. And this one I actually gave 2 leaves away, and it was actually I think this came as a 6 leaves or something like that, and the other leaves kind of passed away because it had like more of the creamy on the leaves. There wasn't much greenish to it, so they just kind of dropped off. So I still have these 3 original leaves, and then this one is the newest one, which looks a bit small, and then the variegations looks unusual on this one, where it's like more green, and then the edges is kind of like yellowy color. Yeah, so I gave 1 leaf cutting to my friend on this one. So yeah, this one is also a pretty one. And then the one here beside it is the Hoya Carey. So this is actually my favorite one, the variegated one, and hopefully one day I will find like a more fuller plant, because this one did come as a 2-leaf, but the other leaf just kind of dropped off for some reason, I don't know why. So I'm only left with 1 leaf, and you can see that it wants to grow. This one here, I thought a new leaf was coming out, but it just kind of dried off. And then this one here, there was actually a new leaf that was there, but then when I was watering yesterday, just kind of knocked it off. So I was really sad about that, because it took me ages to wait for a new leaf. But the 1 leaf is still surviving, so hopefully one day I get a more fuller Hoya variegated one. And then the one here beside it is the Hoya, what's it called, Hushikana variegated. So this one, a lot of people have this plant now, and I actually saw this one, first time I saw this was on Wild Fern's channel, and when I saw her, her one is like really lush now and like really big. And when I first saw it, I just fell in love with the leaves and the variegation. So this came as like a big full pot, but unfortunately during transit when I got it, some of the plants kind of just dropped off and it wasn't healthy looking. And this is what I have left. So all these here is like all new leaves that I got this summer, but they're not like really big. So these ones here, they're more big. Yeah, so I just really love this one. All the variegation, and seems to be doing well. And then back here is the Hoya Carnosa compacta. So this is the variegated version one. So I'm actually glad that I actually came across this one on a website, because this one's also a pretty one, the variegation on this one, but I still want the other one, the 2 green variegation on that compacta. Yeah, so it's a nice decent size as well. And then the one here beside it is called the Hoya Tam Dao. Is it? Oh no, is it? Yeah, it's Hoya Tam Dao. This one is called, is it? Oh no, it's Hoya Philosophica Caudan. I think this one is called. And then this one here is the Hoya Tam Dao. So I always get mixed name on the Hoyas. So this one is actually gorgeous as well. You can see all the veining on the leaves, and you can see the fuzziness as well. So it's really pretty. And the one here at the top is the new leaf. So it's really so pretty, this one. And I think that little green dot here might be a new growth. I'm not sure yet. And then the one here behind it is the Hoya Glospella, I think it's called. I'm sorry again that I'm not pronouncing all the Hoyas properly, but I'm still new to the Hoyas. So this one was gifted to a friend for my birthday. She just kind of fell out of love with this Hoya, so she just gave it to me. So I was really happy that she gave this plant to me, because also one of my wish list plant, and it came as a 2-leaf cutting, and it seems to be a new growth coming on this stem as well. So I'm glad that this is just in my home. So it's really pretty, this one here. And then moving on, I just brought this plant over. It's the Hoya Collection. So this is just the regular version, and this is the new leaf that I got in the summer, and it just looks massive. I've never seen a Hoya Collection leaves that big, and this one just came with a lot of splashes as well. And then this is the newest leaf. It looks kind of a bit weird looking, the newest leaf, because I noticed the back here on this one here. Yeah, so the back on the leaves, it looks a bit like discolored or something. I don't know why that is. So hopefully there's nothing wrong with this leaf that's not being affected. Yeah, so it has all these like stems here, empty stems, which is not like giving me new leaves in these areas. Yeah, so this is the Hoya Collection. So it's really pretty. And then back here, I just potted this inside. So the ones outside here I got as a free cutting. So they're the Hoya Curtisi Splash. So I don't know if they're gonna do much in this pot, but I just kind of threw it in there and see if it does anything. And then you kind of see in the middle here is a Hoya Serpens, which is only like a 5-leaf cutting. So I got this along with the Hoya Rotundiflora. So I got those 2 plants together. And yeah, so the leaves on this one looks kind of more tiny. So I might, hopefully, if this one doesn't do much for me, hopefully one day I'll get the like a more full pot Hoya Serpens one, if this one doesn't do much, because I don't know if they're like a fast grower like the Mathilde yet. So I'll just have it back here. Yeah, so that's all the Hoyas in my collection. Yeah, so that's all my Hoyas here. So I just want to take you over here. I just noticed like a big leaf is coming out from this what's this one's called? Yeah, the Alocasia scalprum. So I noticed that there's a new like a big massive leaf pushing out on this one, which I was so amazed by. So I wanted to share that with you. Yeah, so this is the sunny spot where I usually keep all my Hoyas here at the bottom. So that's why this summer all the Hoyas were growing really well. So usually summertime I put all my plants here, but since like we're moving to the colder seasons, I've moved all the plants here as well. So this is where I keep all the plants during the winter months. Yeah, so that's all the Hoyas in my collection. So I hope you enjoyed this video. And I just want to say thank you for all the people that watched my last video. Yeah, so I'm glad that you enjoyed the last video that I made. And I also want to say thank you for all the new subscribers who subscribed to my channel, and also the nice comments that you left in my last video as well. So I really appreciate that and really grateful. So hopefully we'll get 100 subscribers before the end of this year. Yeah, so so I'm really thank you for all that. And I'm not quite sure if I'm going to make more videos this year, since we are coming into the colder season, so there'll be like less planty vlogs, since all the plants is not going to be growing much. And also I probably won't be purchasing any more plants unless like they're my wish list plants. So if I do make another video, I will push one up, but if not, I hope to see you guys very soon. As I mentioned, like I'm only doing this as a hobby, because I also have a full-time job as well. So I only do YouTube when I have something that I want to show you guys, I want to share. So yeah, so I really appreciate the patience that you have waiting on new videos, and hopefully I will have something again before the end of this year. But if you want to see other contents as well, like besides planty things, I can do that too. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video here, and hope to see you guys again very soon. And thank you again for all the new subscribers and comments, and see you soon. Bye.